The scammer busted after stealing $9,000 from AEW fans, and Eddie Kingston put on blast for his promo on WWE. This is Wrestling Hub. My name is John, and you're watching the Wrestling Report for June 30th. Before we get into the rest of the video, make sure you subscribe to Wrestling Hub and turn on all notifications to stay up to date with everything in the world of pro wrestling. After being released from WWE in April, Samoa Joe has recently found his way back to NXT as he spoke with Sports Illustrated about his reasons for returning. A lot of why I'm back is the people I'm working with on NXT. It starts with the passion of Hunter and Shawn Michaels, who is an incredible mind, and I'm amazed at the women on the roster. They're beyond incredible. Some are very young in their careers and they're exceptional. Look at Raquel Gonzalez, she's been fantastic. Then look at Ember Moon, Dakota Kai, Io Shirai. It's a murderer's row of top-tier internationally certified talent. NXT, they're putting on an incredible wrestling program. With him not having wrestled since February of last year, many fans are hoping that Joe will eventually step back into the ring. Former WWE star Tyler Breeze co-owns a wrestling school with AEW star Shawn Spears, as they've trained a few notable names, such as Xia Li. On Twitch, Breeze touched on Li's time at his school. Xia Li is a very good success story that we've had. She's been part of NXT for 3 or 4 years and kinda went, look, what am I doing? Why am I not on TV and being used? She came to me and asked to be trained, and we were like, cool, this is what we need to do. She did the entire 8-week course. I wrestled a match with her and taped it, showed it to Triple H, and 2 or 3 weeks later, she's getting booked to what she's doing now and doing vignettes. Xia is fantastic. She's definitely one of ours. Cesar Bononi, Renee Michelle, and Colton Gunn have also trained at this school, as Breeze awaits his non-compete clause with WWE to run out before joining another promotion. On the RRBG podcast, AEW star Penta spoke about those that are critical of his in-ring style, explaining that they are only upset because they cannot replicate it. These people criticize it because they can't do it. If they could, they would. So if there's someone criticizing my style, it's because they don't know how to do it or they can't physically do it. So the easiest thing to do is criticize it. We respect their way if they don't like it, but I think for this business, if you really want to be a star, you have to manage all the styles. Old school, aerial, aggressive, you can't limit yourself with one style. Like, oh no, I'm just old school. I only know 500 submissions and that's all I do. So from my point of view, you're limiting yourself. They're limiting themselves by just doing submission and having no flying. A wrestler that is well prepped will do everything. I got into extreme wrestling because they made me. I did say I wanted to be extreme, but if you hit me with a pipe, then I'm hitting you with a bigger one. It wasn't something I wanted. I never said I wanted to be an extreme wrestler. That style was very dangerous and I respect it a lot. The people that only do extreme wrestling, I respect them a lot because they're doing double and triple amount of damage to your body than normal. I like it, but not enough to do it every 8 days. Our investment is our bodies. If we don't take care of it, our careers are over. For tonight on Dynamite, Penta will be teaming with Eddie Kingston to take on the Young Bucks, where if they win, they'll get a shot at the tag titles. Speaking of Eddie Kingston, the trash talker recently cut a scathing promo on WWE, which has attracted the ire of Bully Ray on Busted Open Radio. As the Hall of Famer said, Eddie Kingston needs to shut up and stay in his lane. And his lane is as an AEW guy speaking about AEW and flying the flag for them. Then I'm completely on board. Tell me why that you were an indie guy for the majority of your career. Now this company took a chance on you, and you have learned to love it and everything about it. Now I'm on board, Eddie. But to take the easy way out and knock WWE, there's no reason to go there. If Cody wants to destroy a throne, I get it. If Jericho wants to say F you, I get it. Eddie, why? There's no reason for Eddie to say it. Of course, Kingston has now responded saying this to WrestleZone about the situation. Let's get this question out of the way. Let's all calm down. You think I'm going to bury the locker room that I work for? No. Plus, I love our locker room. I love AEW. What do you want from me? They're paying me. They're putting me on national television after it'll be 20 years in October. Of course, I'm gonna rah-rah AEW. Relax, relax. this. I expect people from the other joint, if they're allowed to mention our names, they'll probably do the same thing, because you know what I mean? They want their home team to win. It's just like the NFL or Major League Baseball, man. You want to go with your home team. AEW is my team. That's my squad. Man, competition's good. Watch pro wrestling. I don't care. I grew up during days in the 90s where you had guys in ECW calling out everybody. You had WCW doing everything they could to beat WWF at the time. They did too. It's good. Competition's good, y'all, because then everybody watches wrestling. When everybody watches it, for those who are into it for this, money is made. I'm into it because I love it. I never want to do anything else. But anyway, I digress, because I could keep talking, but for what happened, for the after show, let everyone go home happy. People got butthurt and some didn't. Everyone relax. Let's love it. Let's love this. Let's relax. On her podcast, former WWE star Chelsea Green revealed an idea she pitched to WWE where she wanted to be paired with a team. Raw would be Miz or Morrison, SmackDown would be Ziggler and Bobby Roode. I say these four first because they are Matt Cardona's best friends, so I feel comfortable with them. I think all four of them are amazing wrestlers in different ways. I actually tried to be a part of both of their tag teams when I was there. That was one of the pitches I had to Vince, mostly to try to join Ziggler and Bobby because I felt that was a vibe I could go for, but I definitely pitched to be with both of them, but obviously that was turned down. From NXT, Sam Shaw or Dexter Lumis, whatever you want to call him, Sam has been such a good friend of mine since I started wrestling in America. Him and I rode together from Florida to Tennessee to do shows in Clarksville. We would be in the car for 10 to 12 hours and he's just awesome. His family is awesome, his wife and everything. I just think he's a good guy and he deserves all the success in the world. Outside of just being personally my friend, I always dug his character. I think the hot mess in his characters, no matter where he's been, the creepy bastard, it resonates with me. I love character work, and we connected on that level as well. I think it would have been cool if we were partnered together in NXT in a weird obsessive storyline where we both obsessed with each other but trying not to be. I feel like there's so many ways you can go about that, or one is obsessed with the other and turns the other one crazy. That would be awesome. Now it looks like Green could be set to appear at Impact Wrestling Slammiversary event, as the future seems bright for her. After having their baby girl this month, Brandi Rhodes has taken to Instagram to wish Cody Rhodes a happy birthday while showing off their new baby Liberty. With AEW getting back on the road for live touring, a scammer has been caught trying to steal thousands from fans, selling fake tickets to All Out, as Dirt Sheet Radio tweeted out the story. On June 1st, Jonathan Esquerdo of Dirt Sheet Radio was offered an opportunity to host a box suite at AEW All Out Weekend by Jacob Miranda, representing a social media group called Pro Wrestling Junkies. This supposed suite package included hotel, tickets to All Out, Fan Fest, and Rampage, as well as complimentary food and beverages. Jacob claimed he purchased a suite for his group and was offered a deal for a second suite at a discount. He claimed there were 20 available spots and we'd be able to fill it at $450 per person. Jacob had been booking AEW talent for virtual meet and greets on DSR social media for months, so it seemed legit. Having an abundance of AEW fans as personal friends as well as a Facebook page with 35k followers, Jonathan was quickly able to fill the entire suite. Funds were collected from 16 AEW fans, 4 of them parents looking to bring one of their children along for a weekend of professional wrestling. Thousands of dollars were collected. As it became time to transfer funds to Jacob, Jonathan insisted PayPal's goods and services method be used to ensure that the money would be safely returned if anything happened. Jacob would try to convince John otherwise, but he eventually reluctantly agreed. As if by fate, before any money could be exchanged, Dirt Sheet Radio received a message from a follower who recognized the name Pro Wrestling Junkies in one of our posts and associated them with Jacob Miranda. This hero follower was able to provide proof that Miranda is actually a Canadian felon previously convicted of scamming sports fans out of tens of thousands of dollars. Dirt Sheet Radio was able to refund every paying fan. DSR has contacted the Now Arena as we await word from on how to properly purchase a suite. Miranda is currently on Facebook using multiple profiles to scam wrestling fans all over social media by claiming they have action figures, autographs, and assorted collectibles. DSR is encouraging all professional wrestling fans to be vigilant. Not everyone will have an angel who can save them from this kind of financial ruin. And this was your Pro Wrestling News Update. I hope you're all having a great day. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you later.